What's poppin' battle rap culture? Your boy Random, the battle rap analyst, and of course I'm here with Battle Rap Hall of Fame. Seems to be a big buzz going on about Hitman Holla and K Shine. They starting to call each other out. Kind of getting that old feel, that old era when vet versus vet, would call each other out and bring it to the carpet. A couple of thoughts on it. Now, right out the gate, I saw Hitman's Holla, freestyle, pretty good, calling out K Shine and everything. And obviously, Hitman Holla has the biggest name, has the bigger name. I wouldn't necessarily say by leaps and bounds because K Shine is a little more active, but Hitman Holla does have the big name and he is the bigger draw. Now, what does this do for Hitman Holla? Well, Hitman Holla get in front of big names, and K Shine is one of those big names. And if you look at Hitman Holla's, resume, he has a lot of big names that sometimes we tend to forget, And I'm not saying that all the battles were great, but he definitely went up against some top dudes. You got O-Red, you got Matt Hoffa, of course, you got his homeboy A Verb, Hollow the Don. He's gone against a lot of people. He battled Conceited, Sue Surf, so you name it, and he actually went against a lot of people, and it is very, very impressive. Very impressive, and a lot. He has a lot of wins. He has a bunch of debatables too, because really, let's be honest. Hitman is known for having an incredible first round, and the rest of it is usually not that memorable. But but still, he still wins battles. He's known for his first round. He's known for his performance. He's known for his energy. Now, if we flip the coin and we go to K Shine, K Shine kind of had a longer walk. He hasn't been really the main headliner really at any time, but his name is growing. His name does have a buzz behind it. He had just completely dismantled and slaughtered T-Rex. I'm not gonna even worry about excuses. Oh, T-Rex wasn't the old T-Rex, or he didn't spit the rounds that he was originally planned. Not really going for that. We got to just go. A win is a win. We just got to go like that. But K Shine, he fought some. I mean, he went up against some pretty good names too. I mean, he went against Arsenal, his homeboy DNA, who's a legend and a vet. He completely dismantled A Verb. That's a 3-0 body right there. Big Will, Ill Will, debatable. So he's done his thing. He killed JC. It might be because it's third round, but K Shine definitely killed JC. He's definitely stepped up to the plate and went up against some people. He went against Calico. Not saying he won that, but still, he stood in front of some top vets. He stood in front of some names. Now, if we predict, what's gonna happen, I think it will probably be an easy prediction. If we just go with what we have already seen, that doesn't mean who's gonna actually win. Like, for instance, if we just put it on the table, say Hitman versus K Shine, if we just go with what we seen, well, we seen K Shine when he really wants to battle, he can come with 3 fire rounds. Hitman Holla, he's usually good for 1 good round or 1.5. Okay, but that doesn't mean he can't win battles, because come on, let's be serious. He has won battles. He has beat battles. But the rounds that he put in front of us, they're not insurmountable. They can be beaten. But if we just take what we have with both of these opponents, we can say, okay, Hitman Holla probably win the first round. Most of the time he does. And K Shine will probably take the last 2. That doesn't mean that's exactly what's going to happen. It just depends. So this will also this blog will also double as a keys to victory. Now, we know the strengths. Let's start with K Shine's strength. K Shine's strength, he does have performance, energy, and then he got his formula, the 1 2 3 4 punch, 1 2 3 4 punch. And, he kind of defined himself a little bit more since he hooked up with NWX. So he kind of changed his style and adjusted, fine-tuned it and stuff like that. And now he has more moments. He has more punches. But Kayshawn is known for his performance as well. He's had some pretty good performances. Either that or you just really haven't been paying attention. He's aggressive, but his own personal, his own personality, off the stage, he's just has an aggressive, hot temper type and stuff like that. So, the battle shouldn't get too physical, because Kayshawn will pop off. But the thing is, he has bars. So if you just go bar for bar, he's gonna definitely beat Hitman Holla when it comes to the bar fest, because Hitman Holla is really not known for his bars. He's not even really known for his haymakers. He just creates moments. Okay, he might have an interesting scheme, but he has moments in battles, meaning his remixes and stuff. And a lot of times they're not necessarily intricate haymakers, but they are memorable. And usually that's the thing that everyone leave the battle with. They leave the battle with the moment that Hitman has created. Kayshawn has some performance, had some moments, had his Professor Shine thing, had his moment with Averb where the hole so big, mess around and walk through it. So he definitely has some of those moments right there. If it's gonna be a bar fest, Kayshawn is gonna eat him up. Now, in order for Kayshawn to win, keys to victory, he pretty much has to do what he's been doing, okay? And that's just being, consistent, bringing 3 solid rounds, meeting Hitman's Holler's energy, okay? Meeting his energy. He's already going to outbar him. Meet his energy and also create moments, because see, what happens is a lot of times, sometimes Hitman Holla will outshine someone. Okay, so if you can outshine him and create a bigger moment, if we can take, for example, the Hitman Holla versus Averb, Hitman Holla was doing really, really, really good. But I think Averb's third, he just outshined him. The moment was bigger. And that's the thing that, we talking about, hey, Big Gerald, that's how you talk to your son, way more than Hitman's Holla J.R. Smith line. So all you have to do is outshine Hitman Holla, or make your moment bigger than his moment, and people forget all about it. So Kayshawn can beat him. It is definitely beat him. He's going to outbar him. He's going to have more punches. All he has to do is match the energy and outshine him, or have more moments, okay? Because Hitman Holla, at the most, he's going to have 1 or 2 big moments, memorable. And sometimes that carries the fight for him. That's carried. He's like a boxer, and he has just one good special punch, and when it lands, he knocks his opponents out. Now, in order for Hitman Holla to win, he's gonna, he knocked the rust off with Shotgun Suge. He's gonna have to update his bars just a little bit more. He's gonna have to go in like he really wants to fight Kayshawn, because the whole little man angle and all of this stuff is just not gonna work if it doesn't land, if it doesn't hit. Hitman Holla can definitely beat him. He's not gonna outbar him, but he does need to step his bars up a little bit for today's audience, okay? Because Hitman Holla come from that era too, from the earlier eras as well. But what he can do is have 3 solid rounds, and not just the first round. Or if he has one fantastic round, I mean, a most memorable round, you have to use that to your advantage. So for instance, when you consider, I heard something that Good said, is how he judge a round. It's kind of like momentum. So in the first round, if you got your best stuff, and then every round after that is weaker and weaker and weaker, but the other guy starts off a little light and then he gets heavier and heavier and heavier, the momentum carries him through the 3rd round. So usually if you can win rounds 2 and 3, you're going to win the battle. But you're going on an upswing. Okay. If you're going on an upswing, if your opponent has round 1 and it's debatable in round 2, and then your opponent has a weak round 3, but you have your debatable round 2 and a powerful round 3, most people are going to say you won that battle, just because of the lasting impression, just because your 3 outshined your opponent's 3. And that's how you want to leave. It's like, what do you want to, what's the last impression you want to leave with the audience, or the the fan? So I just think that helps. I think that can help. Will that win you the battle every time? No, but it will win you a lot of battles. So if Hitman Holla can tailor his rounds, I hate to say make his best round the last round, but if that's all he got, I would say make his best round the last round, and he goes second. Because a lot of times, I've noticed a lot that Hitman Holla goes first. And in order for Hitman Holla to, to have that impression, he needs to go last. And if he flip his best round to his last round and he gains momentum into the battle, he can beat K-Shine with really not much of a problem. It's about momentum. It's like, hey, if someone's going to outright you, then you outperform them. If they're going to punch you, then you hit them with lyricism. If they hit you with they more lyrical than you are, then you hit them with wordplay. It's just stuff like that. If they just have more wordplay or whatever, you hit them with haymakers. If someone has more haymakers than you, then you get them with moments and stuff. So it's just things like that can help battlers, I should say, win battles. And that's what I think the people want to see. They want everything to be exciting. They would like 3 solid rounds, so that makes it classic. Okay, if you get 2 battlers and they both deliver 3 solid rounds, man, that's a classic. That's a classic in the making. I mean, you want the platform too. And that's the other thing. This battle has to happen on URL. I don't want to see K-Shine versus Hitman Holla on any other platform except URL. We need the feel, we need the look, we need the right crowd, we need everything. So no, you might be like, well, you throwing shade against the crowds and stuff, but yeah, we look at that Hitman Holla and Shotgun Suge. I don't know about that UW crowd. I don't know. And it doesn't matter who. Some people who got them winning, got Hitman Holla winning, they will probably still have them winning on URL. Some people might have Shotgun Suge winning, they might still have him winning on URL. I'm not trying to redetermine or redefine who the winner would be. I'm talking about the look and the feel of the battle. Okay, that's what we're talking about. That whole Arsenal and well, what's that dude name? His name freaking Chilla Jones, man. I don't even know why it even popped up, but that's just wow. Some of those battles just not a good look. On UW. That's not all battles. I mean, but some of those battles. I believe that old Red and Hitman went down on UW. It was good. That was a good battle, good look. Everything was nice, but just some battles have to happen on certain platforms. But that's my thoughts on K-Shine and Hitman Holla. Let me get back into it. K-Shine versus Hitman Holla. What are your thoughts? What's the keys of victory? Who do you think's gonna win, and what is it gonna take for each battler to win? Again, it's your boy Random, the battle rap analyst with the Battle Rap Hall of Fame. Rock with me.